Environmental specialist Dr. Andrew Iloh joins us for the discussion on the essence of the International Day for the Preservation of the Ozone Layer. Good to have you join us, Dr. Iloh. So experts have said that the cause of protecting the ozone layer might not be visibly relevant, but it is perhaps the most important as of today. Talk to us about that. Dr. Iloh, I don't know if you can hear me or if we still have you.
Hear me, I can hear you now.
All right, so my question was, experts have said that, I don't know if you heard the question earlier.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I did.
Please go ahead.
Esther reported, the Montreal Convention happens to be the most successful convention. And why was it very successful? It was successful because nations came together to say they were going to ban those particular substances that causes ozone depletion, the CFCs. So that made it very successful. So if we can model other protocols, just the way we modeled the Montreal Protocol was modeled, I think we can achieve some level of sustainable environment.
Talk to us about how successful that the Montreal Protocol is, because it was meant to deplete it was meant to curb chemicals that deplete the ozone layer. Have we succeeded in doing that?
Okay, yeah, thank you. The chemicals, CFCs, for example, have the ability to react with the ozone. Ozone is it's a chemical substance O3, three oxygens. So when it reacts, when the chlorine reacts with the oxygen, it reduces the ozone. So by banning those CFCs, there was little interaction of those CFCs with the ozone. So invariably, over years, the ozone started healing itself. I think there was in 1982, the scientists discovered that there was a hole in the ozone. And they have now noticed that since 89, when the Montreal Protocol was enforced, that hole in the ozone has gradually been healing itself. And they predict that the complete healing of the ozone will continue in the next decade. So that's some form of signs that the ozone is actually responding to the reduced amount of CFCs that it comes in contact with.
And by CFC, you're talking about chlorofluorocarbons, just so
exactly.
Our viewers understand what that means.
Yes.
Let's look at the fact, let me just ask you, if we're out of the woods yet, and if we're not, let's not look at what individuals can do, like myself can do, because sometimes most of these policies are government-based, and it doesn't really trickle down for the individual to understand. What can individuals do to ensure that we continue to protect the ozone layer?
We are not, it's not hooray at the moment, because the environment is, everything in the environment is linked. Climate change now is one of our biggest threats. Greenhouse gases, the world is heating up. And there's a way that there's a synergy between all these effects. So you and I have it as, and every other person all over the world has it as a prerogative to protect our environment, reduce our level of energy emission in our environment, try and to do more things in a more sustainable way.
And I guess one of them would be that sometimes we should all just take public transport. I guess that will help. Environmental specialist Dr. Andrew Iloh, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us on this.
Thank you so much for having me.